Without deviation from the norm, progress is not possible. A mind is like a parachute. It doesn't work if it is not open. So many books, so little time. Without music to decorate it, time is just a bunch of boring production deadlines. Art is making something out of nothing and selling it. Information is not knowledge. Knowledge is not wisdom. Wisdom is not truth. Truth is not beauty. Beauty is not love. Love is not music. Music is the best. The most important thing in art is the frame. If you want to get laid, go to college. If you want an education, go to the library. There is more stupidity than hydrogen in the universe, and it has a longer shelf life. Music, in performance, is a kind of sculpture. Politics is the entertainment branch of industry. The United States is a nation of laws, badly written and randomly enforced. The illusion of freedom will continue as long as it's profitable. The people deserve the government they get. One of my favorite philosophical tenets is that people will agree with you only if they already agree with you. You can't be a real country unless you have a beer and an airline. The most important thing in life is to not stop questioning. Without music, life would be a mistake. If we can't be free, at least we can be cheap. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. Humor belongs to everybody. Without music, time would be meaningless. The power of accurate observation is often called cynicism by those who don't have it. Reality is what it is, not what you wish it to be. The more boring a child is, the more the parents, when showing off the child, receive adulation for being good parents. Rock journalism is people who can't write interviewing people who can't talk for people who can't read. The only difference between a cult and a religion is the amount of real estate they own. Music is always a commentary on society. If you want to get into the music business, you'd better be ready for business. The mind is like a parachute, it only functions when it's open. Stupidity has a certain charm, ignorance does not. Without deviation, there is no progress. The most important thing in life is honesty. If you can fake that, you've got it made. There's a big difference between kneeling down and bending over. The most important thing to do in your life is to not interfere with somebody else's life. Music is always happening. You just have to let it in. The United States is a nation that has concealed its truths under layers of lies. Without music, we are nothing. The bassoon is one of my favorite instruments. It has the medieval aroma. The mind opens only when challenged. The concept of progress acts as a protective mechanism to shield us from the terrors of the future. When God created Republicans, He gave up on everything else. Science is the best way to pursue truth. The most important thing in life is to live it without fear. The main thing in life is to be able to laugh at yourself. I think it is good that books still exist, but they make me sleepy. Music is the only religion that delivers the goods. The United States is a nation where the poor hate the poor, the rich hate the rich, and the middle class hates both. The computer can't tell you the emotional story. The essence of creativity is not copying. The mind needs to be nourished by curiosity. The most dangerous thing in the world is ignorance combined with power. Politics is the entertainment division of the military-industrial complex. The United States is a country where you can say anything, as long as it doesn't do anything. The brain is the ultimate computer, but it still needs programming. The essence of art is surprise. The most important thing you can do is educate yourself. When you are young, you learn. When you are older, you understand. The purpose of education is not to fill a bucket, but to light a fire. The only way to learn anything is to question everything. A true artist creates because he must. The most important thing in music is to have fun with it. The illusion of freedom is dangerous. A mind without curiosity is a wasted mind. The world is full of stupid people, but you don't have to be one of them. A country without art is a country without soul. The price of freedom is eternal vigilance. Music is the soundtrack of your life. The first rule of survival is not to be boring. The only thing that matters in art is whether it moves you. Education is not memorization. Without imagination, we are machines. The most radical thing you can do is to think for yourself. The human race is doomed by its own stupidity. Music is an emotional experience, not a mathematical one. The most important thing you can own is your mind. Freedom of speech means nothing without freedom of thought. The government always finds a way to control what you love. You can't be free if you're afraid of being wrong. The world is full of lies, and music is one of the only truths. The only thing worse than censorship is self-censorship. Don't be a copy, be an original. The most important thing you can do with your life is live authentically. If you want to change the world, start with yourself. The greatest enemy of art is mediocrity. People who don't like music scare me. The function of art is to disturb the comfortable and comfort the disturbed. The future belongs to those who are not afraid of it. Music is the closest thing we have to magic. The human mind is limitless if you allow it to be. The most dangerous phrase in the world is, "That's the way it's always been done." Music is the universal language of intelligence. A true artist never stops asking questions. Without freedom, creativity dies.